Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. This is your girl, Chef Keyla here. I've got my two amazing friends next to me, Chef Sarik and Chef Drewski. Say what's up, y'all.
You're...
Why didn't you say anything? You're such a creep, bro.
It's like, no, what's going on, everybody?
How you guys doing today?
I'm tired.
Yeah?
I'm tired.
Tired?
But I'm good.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
Why are you tired? Let's talk about why you're tired.
I don't know. I mean, I traveled the last 2 days, and then I did Uber today, and then by the time I got home, it was like 3 o'clock, so I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna eat some lunch, and hit that road, and then come here. I ate lunch. I just didn't get back on the road. So
that's the traveling right there.
Right though. Now I feel that my day's been pretty busy too. Got a lot done today. I had an appointment this morning, ran a couple errands, and I had orientation for my new job over Zoom, and then from there, literally basically just got my stuff ready and came here. So, you know, at the same time, we busy people. What about you, Drew?
I had work.
Yeah, you work today.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Mm.
We had a mandatory serve safe meeting that we had to go over stuff that we learned a million times before, but you know,
right.
It was mandatory, so I had to stay.
Had to do it.
Exactly. But I wanted to dip out of there. As soon as they let us out, I was like, I'm gone. They said any questions, I stood up.
You're like, bye. You said bye, I'm leaving.
For real. But
That's what's up though.
Yeah.
Happy to be here for another episode.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Happy Love Day.
Y'all late.
You're
I
late.
mean,
Valentine's Day was yesterday.
And it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's always, there should always be love in the air. Like you should always love, we
Like
should always love each
should
other.
Be Valentine's Day.
Yeah, every day should be Valentine's Day.
You're right. You know, every day I should get a new controller.
You know, that's my issue. It's like, everyone just cares about the one day, but then they ain't doing it every single day.
Literally, they're not showing it on a constant basis.
That's like Halloween.
I want to get flowers all the time.
Let's be spooky 24/7.
Like, get me a bouquet of roses and buds.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Like, I want this bitch to be like Halloween Town. You feel me?
That was one of my favorite movies.
Kayla's explaining Valentine's every day. Drew's explaining Halloween every day.
Yo, what is wrong with you?
I thought you were gonna say when she said, "I want flowers and rosebuds every day." Yeah, I want Snickers and candy every day. Trick or treat.
I want spooky shit everywhere, every day.
No cap, but tell me that wouldn't be fun to live in Halloween Town or some shit like that.
No.
I feel like.
I mean, it would get old real quick.
Yeah.
But like,
it wouldn't be fun because it would be
old.
old.
Definitely
I mean, that's my favorite
real quick.
season, part of the season. Like, you feel me? Like, part of the year. My favorite.
I
part
could
of the
really
season.
care less for Halloween. I'm not
in the summertime,
lie.
when I want to spend my birthday, I don't want to be spooked. Let's just be
I don't
honest.
wanna
I want to
be
go to the beach. I don't need people in
I mean,
costumes.
I'm always celebrating my birthday on 4th of July, which is lit. Like, there's always fireworks on my shit, but like,
yeah,
that's not it.
Yeah, that's your fault. You was the one
That's
born in
your
July.
That is my fault.
You did decide that you wanted to come to this earth on that day.
No, I came out the 2nd. We just wait to celebrate it on the 4th because
I
they
mean,
know it's the closest holiday.
That's your fault.
Exactly,
You
that's
should-
still your fault because you still decided
That's
to
like
pop out on
you
the
being
2nd.
born on Christmas Eve and they gonna be like, oh yeah, you ain't gonna have no birthday party
Nah,
today
yo,
because you know
so
your birthday.
I
You
always
got
struggle
Christmas
with that
tomorrow.
because since my birthday is so close, it's December 10th. A lot of times people will try and be like, yeah, 2 gifts in one. No! I get 2 gifts. One for my birthday and one for Christmas. Don't try and play me.
I'm dead.
Bro, Bella's birthday is the 16th of December. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not getting you all these gifts, kid. You're getting gifts on Christmas.
We're cheated on. Us December babies are cheated on.
See, y'all either should have been born month before.
Nah,
or the month
Sagittarius
after.
are the best.
I don't
Shout
even
out to
know
all
why
my
you-
Sagittarius
I don't
out
know
there.
why
I
you
love
decided
y'all.
to come out in the cold. Like,
In December.
But you know what's crazy, and this has always been so contradictory to me. I hate the cold. I absolutely fucking hate like winter time, and I hate living here because of it. And like I love the summertime, which is like so crazy. But it's because we're fire signs. So we have that fire inside of us, you know what I mean? So it's like we're attracted to that on the outside. And so like when it's cold outside, our fire gets diminished, like our interior fire. And so like
Turn down her mic.
I'm on the roadcaster today. This is my episode.
Turn down her mic.
Stop playing with me.
Oh man.
Alright, y'all. So for this week's drink, I wanted to do like a little Valentine's Day special, right? So I was originally gonna do a pineapple mojito, but I decided to opt for a raspberry pomegranate mojito, so it could be like a nice like red color. And so let's get right into it. So in my glass, I have a tall glass here. I've got a couple of raspberries, I would say like 3 or 4. There's 2 little chunks of lime in there, and then there's maybe like 4 or 5 leaves of mint. And I've got some simple syrup that I made today, fresh. I'm gonna do just like a little splash of this in there.
Where do you get these bottles from?
Oh, funny. So this is what they are. It's just tonic water.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is that glass?
Yeah. You can get it at the store in like a 6-pack. I like to get like my tonic water and like my club water and my seltzer water in the smaller containers, because when I'm like using it to mix my drinks, like I don't want to open a big ass bottle and then it goes to waste because it just goes flat.
Yeah, it just goes flat.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I usually always have these on hand, and like I always like to keep like the little mini like Cokes and Sprites and stuff too, like a couple cold in the fridge in case I'm like mixing a drink and I just want to like top it off or whatever. Yeah. But that's what it is, and then I just reuse them. So I take the label off, wash it, and then it honestly is so convenient, like so convenient. But so I did actually. Sorry, I'm gonna do a little splash of simple syrup in there. So it's probably about half, maybe 3/4 of an ounce in there. And then I'm gonna take my muddler, and I'm literally just gonna go to town on these raspberries and that lime and that mint in my glass. What this is doing is it's basically releasing all of the flavors in the mint. It's squeezing obviously the juice of the lime and getting the essential oil out of the skin, as well as crushing up those raspberries, just kind of pureeing them. I like to think of this as like a mortar and pestle. I think we talked about that last week, right? We mentioned that on...
No, we talked about it on the treat show.
Oh, on Sunday.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, it was a conversation that the 3 of us had, and that was brought up. So that's what this reminds me of a lot. But instead of it being spices in here, it's drinks, or like drinks and sorry, you're
What
making
is that
a
called
drink.
again?
Muddling.
Muddler.
Or a muddler. Yes.
Muddler,
So the tool itself is a muddler, and then the
Whopping
process
nigga in the
of
head with that shit.
right. I've been going to the gym. Watch out.
Yo, like
Shout out
why?
to my trainer,
Why does
awesome
it?
Jose. Thank
why
you for
does
training
it?
me and putting up my
Why
shit.
did she say that and look at me? Like Tariq's on the other side.
You know I love you, Drew. Anyway, guys.
I was gonna say I have like a kind of like a granite small like muddler that I use for mojitos.
Oh, a little one?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've seen a small one before. I've only ever seen it like this size.
I'll bring it in next time.
Okay.
Or next time you're at my house, I'll point it out to you.
Word. Okay. Alright guys, so I've got this raspberry mash in my cup. It doesn't look very appetizing right now. It smells amazing though. It smells very good. And to this, I'm going to add 2 ounces of rum. Now, typically you would do like a clear rum, but you guys know that I don't like clear rum, so we're gonna go with some aged stuff. And I originally tried this recipe with like a golden Bacardi, but I only had a little bit of it, and I had this huge entire bottle, so I was like, I'm just gonna bring this bottle. So I'm using Brugal. This is Ron Añejo, so it's more aged. Basically think like tequila, right? And how it's like blanco, reposado, and añejo, right? Same concept. So I'm gonna go with 2 ounces of this in my cup. That ASMR.
Brugal is so good. Drew, like Brugal?
Drew said, y'all are gonna kill me. He said, I'm not drinking Brugal. Yes, you are.
I forgot.
Drew, actually, I need you to help me with something. Can you grab me the ice, please?
Yeah.
From the freezer. Thank you. So I've got 2 ounces of Brugal in my glass. And I just like added it in here just to like, first to kind of help like, I guess, not melt, but stir around the other ingredients a little bit more. Or wait, no, there's a little container of it on top. Sorry, there's a quart container on the top part that I brought. Yep. Perfect. Yes. Thank you very much. I didn't want to pull the ice out too early.
It was before.
And then I should have. I'm sorry.
You know where the original position of it was.
No, I'm sorry.
Try to play me.
So guys, I'm just gonna top my glass off with ice and fill her up.
I love the different shapes of ice cubes.
Deadass, I brought ice because I didn't know if Drew had any or not, and even though he said he did,
I did, like, what?
I was like, I'm still gonna bring some just in case, and it's gonna just be a lot easier for me to make my drink if it was handy. So I filled my glass up with ice, and then I am going to top this off with some pomegranate juice. I'm gonna go in with 2 ounces of pomegranate juice. And then an ounce of, so mojitos are normally made with club soda, but I only had tonic water at home, so I was like, I don't care, it's still gonna provide me those bubbles that I need. And honestly, I even like it a little bit more because tonic water has quince. Do you guys know, or quinine? Or, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's like a citric, like flavoring. So I was like, I thought it would be good, whatever. And then just an ounce of this right in my glass to top everything off. And then for garnish, we're gonna do a couple raspberries right on top, or you know what, I'm gonna go with my lime wedge first in my glass. And then I'm gonna do a couple raspberries on the side, and then a little mint leaf right in the middle of that, make it really pretty. And then got my straw. And then that's the drink for today. Woo! It looks so beautiful. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tastes delish.
Yeah, do you like that?
No, I do like it. I'm starting to become a fan of pomegranate seeds.
Yeah.
Especially because at work, all I have is like pomegranate seeds, raspberries, especially for breakfast. I have like fresh berries and melons and stuff on my station.
On your station?
Dog.
Snacking on it? Yeah.
Dog.
I love that.
The Brugal, I'll give it like a stronger taste.
I don't even taste
the añejo from like lighter rum basically. Like normally, like when you use like Bacardi and stuff, it's it's not as strong. But like I like it. Like it's different.
I like it too, honestly, because it's not like, I wouldn't even know if I would want to call this a mojito, because like it doesn't have like club soda. It's not clear alcohol. Like that's a mojito is clear. You know what I mean? But I mean like it's a spin on it. It's still a cocktail. I used like the mojito ratio like as a recipe. So like
it's a mojito.
It is.
It's a mojito.
Yeah. It's my twist to it.
Yeah, that's all
we
it
always
is.
gotta add a little flair to it. You already know. So that's the recipe for today. Make sure you guys are like following us on social media. We're gonna start posting a lot more filler content. I actually have the recipe for this that I'm gonna post tomorrow, Thursday, so you guys will get it before the episode drops. But for anybody listening to this after, always just make sure go on there, follow us, and just check out all the content that we have. We'll be posting all of the recipes so you guys can screenshot them and make them at home. And yeah, just interact with us on there. But that's today's drink, guys. What'd you think of it?
Nice.
I like
Good.
it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Definitely different, but it's something you can get used to. I like it.
Yes, awesome. So,
I really don't taste the Brugal.
You don't taste the
You don't
Brugal?
taste it?
I like it.
Is that because we're turning you into an alcoholic?
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I ain't turning into no alky.
Wow.
Like, yo.
Oh wow.
Excuse me.
It's like, no. But what were you about to say?
I was gonna say, how was your guys' weekends?
It was cool. I liked it. What about you, Tariq?
Alright. My weekend was pretty good. Of course we had the Super Bowl wings at Red Lounge. Shout out to my guys from Red Lounge, Victor and George. always holding it down, always letting us do our events there. No, it's good. No, yeah, I did the Super Bowl wings there. I had 2 pre-orders.
Why did I not get any wings? Is
Because
That's crazy.
Right?
No, you
Like,
wanna know
y'all
why?
don't love
You wanna know why?
shit.
You wanna know
I
why?
got hella wings.
You wanna know why?
Because Drew took them all?
Nah, there was hella wings there. Bro.
No. You wanna know why? Because Keyla said, let me know when you guys get back to your house. I'll pull through. I bet. I texted her after she said, I'm already in my pajamas.
Bruh, it was like 9 o'clock at night. Ain't on a Sunday. Ain't no way I'm going back out. You must be. Are you bugging? Are you like?
Hey, so don't
crazy?
don't be mad you didn't get no wings then.
Uh-uh.
It wasn't our fault.
Nah,
There was wings for you?
The golden fever was busted.
No, but like, why didn't you save them for me and then tell me, okay, like, I got some wings for you, come by for them?
Well,
That would have been nicer.
well, if I could finish, I actually sold out of wings at Red Lounge because everyone was buying them.
Where's
Oh,
the
so
applause?
then everybody
Where's the
walked out
applause?
with them.
Where's the applause button?
Which one's the applause button? The yellow one?
The yellow one.
There you go. He sold out, everybody.
Yes, Tariq.
No, yeah, we sold out of wings. Shout out to Andrew for bringing his crew. My guy Cam for coming through.
Wait, whoa. What you mean my crew?
Your wife, your cousin, Lethel, like.
You made it seem like I had like a gang behind me or something.
What?
Everybody
Okay.
came through.
I'm just saying
His crew.
you brought people out. Like it looks good.
Of course, because we always gonna support you, bro. Like,
Exactly. And that's what
First
I'm
off,
saying.
you are my best friend. I am always going to
course.
support anything that you put forward.
Of course.
You feel
Right.
me? Like, regardless, if you wanted to become a rapper tomorrow, nigga, I'd be like, all right, when's the mixtape dropping? You feel me? Like, I'm gonna listen.
We using
But
it
no.
as music for the podcast.
Deadass.
But with that being said, what I was saying was first shout out to James, John, and Johnny for coming out from New York as well. That was
Exactly.
dope for them to come out for the Super Bowl and stuff, showing support like y'all always do. But with Red Lounge, that helps us out because then they see like, oh, like more people are coming for them and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we should really start doing more events with him, and so like it's a good look that like you had some people with you. You guys were buying drinks, you guys bought food and stuff. So now it's like it puts the thought in their head like, oh, we can actually do more stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
when we want to have events, he's our guy.
It's like reassurance for them that you know what you're doing and you have a good following behind you to bring more business in for them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we did the battle, like we didn't have that many people come out, and they didn't understand. They didn't know like what was gonna happen. So it's
Right.
like okay, but now like they see like okay, like he does have.
It was
people,
a really good turnout.
like he has some people like to do it, and like my dad when he's there, he buys shots for everybody. Or he's buying his own to drink. So it's like okay, like they come, they do spend money, they bring people, like they know where we're at. So it's a good
Right.
look at least.
Of course, hell yeah. It's all about supporting each other. You know,
Exactly.
I feel like it's something that we preach constantly.
Exactly. But no, yeah, it was a good turnout. And then honestly, the last 2 days, like I said, I've just been traveling. Went to New York for my cooking program, which was pretty cool. We've started cooking this week, or I just did a demo basically.
What'd you make?
Red velvet French toast in the
Okay.
spirit of Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. It's so funny because I
That's a
sent them
classic.
the idea for this drink in the group chat, and then I was like, in spirit of Valentine's Day, and Tariq goes, what'd you say? You like threw up or something.
I was like, oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
gross.
gross.
And then he goes, I'm making the
Red
red velvet French toast for the kids. I'm like, LOL to you.
No, I mean it was good. I mean, there's definitely the students are starting to see like, oh, like this could be really interesting. Like, so then we are getting into it. But it was funny because yesterday, like, you know, we did everything and stuff, and you know, I passed the kids like, you know, slices of the French toast and the cream cheese, and one kid like, he looked at it, he really didn't take a bite, but he was like, I don't like it. And everyone was like, bro, you're just wasting food. Yo, what's wrong with you? And I was like, wait, hold on. What don't you like about it? And he was like, oh, not enough sugar. I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. You're critiquing it. That means you understand what's going on.
Right. You're
So,
actually engaging.
It's it's especially with high school kids, like they like to talk and have side conversations and stuff about random stuff. So the big thing is I want to do is, all right, let's have conversations about what we're doing. So it's okay, you didn't like the dish. What don't you like about it? What would you add more? Like someone's like, oh, this one had too much vanilla extract. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So when we start talking about, you know, writing down recipes, we're gonna be testing things out. So if it needs more sugar, we'll add more sugar to it. If it needs less vanilla extract, we'll add less to it. So just things like that. Just trying to get them to understand the industry and how things work and stuff. So, but I mean that was it for my weekend basically.
Nice. That's awesome though. It seems like you're getting more comfortable with your role and what you're doing.
Yeah. Starting to.
Just like teaching, or at least like wrapping your head around it a little bit more.
Yeah.
For sure. But that's awesome, honestly, dude. I love to hear that. You're doing this because again, it's just giving back to the community, giving back to these kids. Like, it's a basic life skill that like there's kids our age, if not people older than us, you know what I mean, that still don't know how to cook. Like, they can't boil water for shit. Like, they burn a piece of toast. Like, bro, you don't even do it. Like, the fucking timer does it on the toaster. But, like...
And you still mess it up.
That ass. And it's just, like,
You're
so
an
basic for you
advocate
to
for
know.
toast, I know. Because burnt toast is not your thing.
I don't...
The way you said it passionately. Toast!
Nobody give me no burnt toast. I always shove that. And you know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah. And she's been going to the gym, so you know where she's gonna shove it.
That ass. You been taking like creatine or anything?
I have been. Yeah,
You
that's
have?
probably why.
That's that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Gee.
My ass is getting fatter. Cause the creatine, it's like more like
No,
roundish now. It's like
I wasn't even
I got
talking
like a
about
little
that.
bit of a bubble butt now.
That's why I pressed the button for you.
Hey yo, you
She is getting more and more aggressive with creatine.
I'm not getting aggressive.
We should.
I don't think creatine makes you aggressive.
We're going to switch to a gym supplement.
Let's
I think
Google
strictly
search.
water is going to be
Strictly
what-
water.
Strictly
So
water.
I can't consume my protein either. My muscles need it to grow.
You could get eggs before you go to the gym.
I mean, I eat eggs like every single day.
Exactly. So
We're
that's
not
what
eggs. Like,
I eat my arepa with my egg. Yeah.
yeah, like
Exactly.
so. Like, what's the problem?
I'm saying. She said I need I have protein. I'm like, you can eat eggs.
Oh my god.
Look at you. See? Look at this. Look at this. In a clinical trial examining the effectiveness of creatine to enhance heavy resistance training, Volek et al. Noted that 2 subjects reported feeling more aggressive and nervous after 1 week of creatine supplementation.
I'm going on week 2.
You are aggressive as hell. She's about to turn into the Hulk saying right
The
next to you,
She-Hulk.
bro. No bullshit.
I already got the green on.
Green on. About to turn purple over here.
Hey yo, that's so funny.
Like, I am nervous, guys.
No, just kidding, y'all. It's all love. I would never do anything extremely violent
Freaking dead.
in front of y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to see that side of me. I think that side of me has only come out really maybe like once or twice in my lifetime. Maybe a max of 3 times. I can definitely name 2 times. One was at home. It was like a horrible argument that I had with my parents. And the second one was in school, actually, with one of my teachers. I almost ripped this bitch's fucking head off because she tried to play my shit. I said, do you think, do I look stupid or dumb? Like, are you fucking serious?
Was this
like,
at CIA?
No, this was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yup.
Who was it?
I don't want to say who it was. I'm not going to
Wait,
say who
wait,
it was.
Is it a
Okay.
podcast or something?
Yeah, you never know.
Okay, so wait.
It's okay, I'm over it. And
What?
then we ended up liking each other. Anyway, like
What
the
year?
second year, like we were chill, we were
Sophomore
okay,
year.
you know what I mean? So
sophomore year.
it was either sophomore or junior year. I think it was sophomore year because I think junior year I had another teacher for that subject. It was English. And then the senior year I had this teacher again. And then that's when we kind of, we're
I know who.
sorry.
I know exactly who it is too.
Yeah,
I know who it
you
is.
know who it is too.
She was nice. I only had her for senior year English, but she
And
was
it's
nice.
crazy because senior year she was so fucking nice, but I think it was sophomore year, she had just started there, and she was like the biggest bitch.
Wait a
Like,
minute, hold on.
I think she had just started.
Now you just switched it up because there was 2 of them, so there was 2 English teachers. You don't know.
You weren't even
You
there.
weren't there.
We didn't even know
You weren't there.
You didn't even exist in our lives at this
Don't
point.
try to add to
Deadass.
our experience from William Davies vocational.
Alrighty.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna take a guess after the podcast though.
Okay, yeah. We'll talk about it after. But anyway, yeah, those were like the only 2 times that I really like almost like
black.
Yeah, basically. But besides that, guys, my weekend was good. I worked an event with Canada Management last Thursday. Oh. That was awesome, honestly. Like, shout out to my crew at Canada Management. Shout out to the guys everybody at Ozone. Shout out to Puffco. I won a raffle that they had. I know you guys probably seen that on my social media. I posted it. I won the proxy. Puffco should sponsor us. I won the proxy.
I don't know if Tariq would go for that though.
Tariq, if it's money,
your opinion doesn't matter. You have to advertise it and you gotta put it in your mouth and you gotta start.
Oh no, I'm not doing okay. No.
What if you just hold it? What if you just hold it, Tariq? Can you just hold it? Can you do that for me?
No.
Just hold it.
No. I'm okay.
You trying to get into
this is peer pressure. The art of peer pressure.
The art of peer pressure is strong with us two, both together. Yes, you cannot.
Me and you.
That. Yes.
Oh yeah.
But no, with you, it's not. It ain't strong at all. It's kind of weak. It's kind of weak. For me,
I've convinced a lot of people.
I mean, for me, it's kind of.
You've seen Nandar.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, for other people, I mean, I'm talking about just for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah,
because you know my shenanigans.
Exactly. For you,
if you didn't know my shenanigans, like
for Kayla now. We ain't gonna get
Kayla got shiesty.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she goes to the gym
asking to what?
And she goes to the gym and gets aggressive.
Don't be talking about me like that. Don't be putting my private life out there like that. These people don't need to know what I do on my free time, okay?
As you tell them that you go to the gym. Yeah, about your weekend.
I'm just kidding, y'all. So about my weekend, that happened. I ended up. So I got this new job. I hadn't said anything because I wanted to just like manifest it and like wanted everything to go through as planned. But I did get a new job with this company called. It's a company called American Income Life. That's like the insurance company. And then I'm working under, so I was like an associate, that's the agency, the regional agency around here. And yeah, I got a job with them. I got the job a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago now. But then I had to study all of the material and take my test this past Saturday, which I passed both of them, thank God.
Nice.
That was super stressful, to be honest, like right before like the day of my exam. And it's crazy because literally like that's when I got the call like from the brand ambassador from Ozone telling me that I won the raffle. And so I was just like, this is the universe telling me that everything is okay and everything is gonna be okay and everything literally is going in the way that it has to, and it did. I had orientation earlier today. That was awesome. All these people are just like really inspiring, really motivational, just like really humble about everything that they do, and I feel really good about going into it because I've heard a lot of like just bad stories about, you know, like grimy people, scammers, you know what I mean, just like trying to sell you more than what you need or whatever, and that's really not that like what is being done here. So I'm really excited, you know, just really 100% take over my life and get to a point where I need to be just to like keep progressing basically. But that was like an overview of my weekend pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah. It was chill.
Andrew, you want to add anything else to your weekend?
Right. All you said was it was nice.
My weekend was cool. I chilled with the Chef Tree Company, and then we went to Red Lounge and had wings, which was really enjoyable. I got to see some college friends, which was very, 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 very heartwarming because I like to see those college friends. And it was, who was it? Tatiana. Shout out Tatiana. Oh, I also went to Tatiana's singing event at, forgot the cafe's name, but she rocked that place.
Yes.
Rocked the socks off of everybody. Yeah, nice. So shout out to Tatiana, the artist. What else did I do?
It was basically it. We recorded an episode on Sunday.
Or
a little commercial on Sunday.
Yeah, we did our commercial because Keyla finally wanted to show the fuck up. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, switching over. Don't get aggressive. See, I'm just testing the creatine. You feel me? I'm just testing the creatine. That's
I come here for your peace and love and spirituality.
Maybe you just need to switch the brand up.
Kayla's over here with her arms folded like, I'm about to swing here. I'm about to blow
Like,
black.
let me take my earrings out real quick. Let me put my hair up.
But
Speaking of the show, yes, we had DJ Young Nas, aka Gunshots, on, and he was very pissed about our tournament.
Oh yeah, but yeah, whatever.
He was very pissed.
They were dead ass all like as soon as I walked into Tariq's house on Sunday, they were all like, why? And on the show they were like, why did anybody let Keyla be a part of the tournament? She's a vegan. Like, no, I'm not. Like, I eat hella meat. Like,
Hit it now.
hey, yo, what the fuck?
No,
but
she said
seriously,
what?
I'm not a vegan.
No,
like,
Kayla's not a vegan. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop you out there. She's not a vegan. Now she's the more health conscious than me and Drew are. So yes,
Yeah.
a lot of those she
Whoa,
doesn't.
whoa! Ain't nobody more health conscious than your boy Drew.
He was just saying that he eats raspberries and like melon or something for breakfast, right?
Mad shit, yeah. And
Mad
on top
fruit.
of that, I eat mad cereal, bro. And some days I don't even eat, so I stay skinny. You feel me? Like I'm mad healthy.
That's so
Bro.
bad.
Oh,
I'm fucking with you. I eat everything.
After the
I
show,
eat every
we
day.
had Wendy's.
Dead ass.
Dead ass though. Doesn't
Nah,
affect.
I eat like a horse. I just can't gain weight. It's crazy.
No, yeah, but I was like, look, yeah, she's more health conscious, but it's our opinions. We can still say what we want.
Yeah, of course. Like,
I was pissed about the outcome, but
and you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I
these
had
guys
Panera
wanna
Bread the
fucking-
next day.
Bro, they wanted
I have
honeydew
Panera.
donuts to win, bro.
Right?
no,
like
not honeydew donuts.
Panera
Nas
Bread
and
over
Tariq
honeydew.
wanted honeydew donuts to win, bro.
Bro, I hate Andrew. Because I said the only thing I
Me
get
too.
from honeydew is the blueberry muffins. He was saying,
Yo, what the fuck? We just over here lacking on
That's
Drew.
right, I hate it.
Yo.
this guy's no. I also put up a poll on Spotify, so if you listen on Spotify, you guys see. I put up the final four just to see what you guys like. It was like 50-50 on Chick-fil-A and Five Guys,
Wow.
but there wasn't that many votes, so.
Definitely Five Guys all the way. Chick-fil-A, trash.
All right.
Panera was in that.
Basura.
Panera was in that though.
Basura.
Yeah, that's why Panera shouldn't have won. You just said Basura. Got her. Next.
What? That makes no sense to read.
You didn't even make that airball neither because the top on the trash is still on.
It was a metaphor. Like, I'm not
I'm
actually
just saying
throwing
you
anything.
metaphorically
Like,
missed.
Clinked off the rim.
I'm gonna throw it right at
You hit
you.
me.
Basura.
No, that's too big.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh man.
But,
Alright, guys.
Yeah, and then yesterday I went out and did my little Valentine's Day thing. I got a little, Shorty got me a little you feel me? Like, she got me a new controller and like some Uggs and like showed her undying love for me.
That's cute.
That's
Your
gross.
wife?
And I did.
What?
What?
Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Hey, yo, what?
Jesus. Bro.
What did he just say? Like, what time is it? 33 minutes and 30
33.
seconds. Okay, when the episode is done, we're gonna have to go back
We
and
really have to have
examine
a
that.
comment.
But anyway, yo, this man, what is wrong with
What are
you?
you doing?
What's the word on the street? Let's get into it.
Okay,
Hit him with
Lil
that.
Jon.
Hit him with
the
that.
Lil Jon.
Yeah.
That us. Alright, thank you, Lil Jon.
That's the best part of it too. Thank you,
Thank
John.
you, Little John.
So anyway, first off, this past Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. You know how they be doing it on television? Sunday. Super Bowl 57. Your boy Patrick Mahomes brought it in for the win. He came back with a vengeance after last year's disappointing performance.
He wasn't in the Super Bowl last year.
I know. I don't really watch football, but your boy, he beat the Eagles, and I actually was voting for the Eagles because I hail from New Jersey, and we're front runners. So whether the Giants are winning, we're Giants fans. Whether the Eagles are winning, we're Eagles fans, and The Eagles are winning, so god damn it, I'm an Eagle fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. But yeah, they won. The score was 38-35. But that's not what we came to talk about, and neither are we going to cover Rihanna's performance because they did her dirty.
Why do you say that?
Bro, the lip sync. Y'all didn't see it? You didn't even see it, bro.
I was in and out.
They messed up the audio, and like the track was way ahead. No, she was singing ahead of the track, so like she was lip syncing, bro. Like you could see it, bro. Like,
damn.
If I'm paying mad bread,
dead ass to perform.
Why are you lip syncing? I could just.
I don't know. It didn't sound like she was lip syncing.
Bro,
now it might have been
a thing.
It might have sounded. The audio might have sounded ahead on television.
Like the mixing pot pod on Twitter was going wild, bro.
What?
I'm just foresighting, but like when we get one on there, it will be going wild because I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all seen Rihanna lip singing? They did her dirty, bro. That's all I gotta say about that. But anyway,
I didn't hear anything about this.
you guys didn't.
Nobody
didn't hear anything about that. But guess what? This next topic, I know nobody heard about.
Hold
no,
on,
but like for real, because like everybody's talking about she's like pregnant again, yeah. But like nobody's talking about like, oh, she was lip singing.
Okay, can I pull up real quick?
So some people were mad like that, like she didn't do a bunch or she didn't bring people out to like guest perform with her and stuff like in normal years. Honestly, I thought like the way she did it was honestly smart. I wasn't paying attention the whole time. But what was it? I thought her stage setup was fine because normally they like to go above and beyond and it don't look right.
I mean, bro, Shorty's pregnant, so of course she can't do crazy shit.
So,
like,
but that's why I was like,
yeah,
oh,
she can sing.
I mean, yeah, she can sing, and
Beyonce
I will definitely be very disappointed if she didn't sing. But
again, that
Beyonce vibe of that performance was lip sync.
But that Beyonce performance years ago blew out the damn power in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. So again, because she didn't go all out and she kept it honestly to me simple because she was pregnant. I thought it was smart too. She's a boss ass bitch. She knows exactly what she's doing, Rihanna. Because we hadn't heard anything about her until now, right? She was gonna perform for the Super Bowl. We knew she was about to pop out, and then she pops out with this shit. She's promoting all of her brands. She's promoting herself, her new baby. Like she literally, I saw earlier. I was scrolling. She did a feature for Vogue. Her with her baby and on the beach, with ASAP, and she's just coming back. You know what I mean? So it was a great entrance for her. I feel.
When she did the product placement in the show, her internet searches for Fenty shot up 833%.
And
crazy.
She didn't get paid for. She got $0 from the Super Bowl, but she literally got everything else from Apple Music, her Fenty, like she got everything else. So honestly, it was still worth it for her to do it. She did. Like,
at the end of the day, she's a boss ass bitch. Like she did this shit herself.
I love that Keyla keep saying that part.
Cause she is. She's a boss ass bitch. Like I'm a boss ass bitch too.
Why can't she be a boss ass woman?
Fine. She's a boss ass woman. Is that better for you, Drew?
Yeah, cause like.
Do you not like the word bitch?
I don't go around all the time saying,
Yes, she did.
Yes, you seen that Drake interview?
Yeah. We watched it together. My man's was mad uncomfortable. That shit was so funny. Oh my god. So.
Anyway, really, it wasn't really the Super Bowl that I wanted to talk about. This little thing that is going on in the East.
This ain't
really it really isn't little, but I feel like it deserves a lot more exposure than what it's getting right now in media. So anyway, in East Palestine, Ohio, last Friday, there was a train derailment. But it wasn't just your typical train derailment. It was a train that was carrying over 100,000 gallons of vinyl chloride. That's what it was. And the vinyl chloride caught on fire, and the product of vinyl chloride is
hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, hydrochloric acid, that's what it is. And it connects to like water molecules in the air. And literally will just sit there, and no one knows for how long it'll dissipate. No one knows like what is going on. So anyway, they had to evacuate this town, and some people actually decided to stay behind. And it was a choice given. It's like, yo, everybody, you gotta get out because there's this whole leak going on in your whole town. But like, people are like, no, I'm staying. And I just think that it's so crazy because, first off, I was listening to this podcast earlier, and a lot of these type of trains go through residential areas, and what they call them are bombing trains. And why they call them bombing trains is because they carry these highly toxic chemicals. Yeah, like, and you're pushing it through residential areas, not thinking like a train derailment, something like this is gonna happen, and have to evacuate a whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
So anyway, right now, the guy on the podcast was just complaining about how like the train company is literally just downplaying the whole fact. The government's downplaying it because not only is this in the air, but it also polluted the water, and they found over thousands of fish dead, birds in the area where this derailment happened, dead. Like, that's toxic, bro.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah, it may go away, but how do we know these people go back to the town and years on, everybody starts getting random cases of cancer?
Yes.
And now it's like, well, where is this coming from? Oh, you guys didn't get rid of all that stuff that happened for years back from this train accident. And now who, like, it's all types of crazy stuff.
At the end of the day, like, if there is an area that is completely submerged in something, best believe, like, all of the material that we live in, it's wood. That shit's porous.
Yeah.
It's literally going to seep into all of the wood. Like you were saying earlier, you know, when we were going through our stuff, you said that there was like an alert where they were going to the basements of people, right, to make sure that it was like another chemical or something that was
there was a chemical that they were afraid of that was going into people's basement. That was actually the compound behind mustard gas, which they used in World War I.
So that is like that. This chemical that is released in the air is basically like converting into this other chemical, and so it's literally just like a chain reaction. So it's like, yeah, that thing can go away, but then it's caused all of these other damages, and or like it's still residual. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it's just a domino effect of bad events. And
literally.
It's like, what do you do?
Right.
And the governor, I believe it was the governor, or I believe it was the mayor. I think it was the governor, though. She got on the did a press conference and said the more that this goes down the Ohio River, the more it will dissipate. The water will be polluted, but the further it goes down, because it's coming in contact with so much water, it's just gonna dilute and dissipate. I don't believe that shit at all. I think that shit is very, very toxic. They need to do a lot of fucking testing around there. I think they should evacuate the whole damn town for like a long time. I don't think nobody should come back until, because bro, that's just like, and that makes me think, it's just like the shit with World War II when we dropped bombs on Japan. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, a lot of people got hurt in the actual impact of the bomb and everything, but there were some people that didn't get really any effects, but until later in life, where they start having kids and like,
bro, what
it's
about
showing
the nuclear? Yeah, the nuclear bomb.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this, you got sulfuric, like what is it? Hydrochloric acid. I'm so like into it right now.
Right. No,
you got
but
hydrochloric acid in the air. Okay, yeah, you're telling me it's safe to go back and stuff. I'm raising my family in this town again. And all of a sudden, my youngest is getting sick. Now my older is getting sick, and like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And they're just outside playing because they're sucking in all this fucking shit is crazy. Yeah. And the government's not doing shit about it.
Right.
Yeah. And which I know we're not like really into politics and all that shit, but like I think this is a government problem. But then again, this falls in hand with the same shit that was going on in Flint with the water.
You know what's I was gonna say, you know what's crazy? This stuff probably happens literally like
all the time.
And
once we don't hear about it.
And you don't hear about it and stuff until it becomes an actual national problem where like someone's really speaking out about it. So
I do 100% agree on that. Yeah.
And I think it's crazy. You're sending these bomb trains through these residential places, like, and there have been mad times like I grew up back in Jersey and shit, and they'll be like, we have trains like go like through a neighborhood type shit. So
Right. I mean, there
And
was
it's
a
like-
new fucking train station that opened up 15
Yeah,
minutes from
okay,
here. It's
yeah.
literally around the corner from my house now.
Yeah.
And
Going right through Central Falls, Pawtucket.
just thinking of that, it's like, damn, what are those trains carrying? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
I don't know. It's
That
just-
shit. That was the first thing that I thought of when you said that. It was like through a residential area. I thought about how they just opened up this new train station, like near my crib. I'm just like, wow, that literally could have happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we wouldn't be here right now. Dead ass. Like, that shit's crazy. Oh my god. Well, I hope all these people are okay.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, it's horrible. Like, I don't know what I would do. I would probably just like.
Evacuate.
Yeah.
I would
I mean, no, I would
like, there were no
evacuate too, but then,
casualties,
like-
thankfully. All there were was a bunch of like dead birds and fishes, but like
Yeah, but
that's
still,
still
like you
toxic
said, the long term like
effects
effects
is really
of that, yeah, we're gonna see that in another probably like 10-15 years. All of these people getting sick and stuff like that, or just like the area, you know what I mean? Just because that area has been like is so polluted now, everything is probably going to fucking die in that area. And then like it's gonna be like a cycle because everything's gonna die. Like there's gonna be no vegetation, the water's gonna be horrible. There's gonna be like again that trickle effect where like
The Last of Us.
literally
Some shit gonna grow
basically
from it.
some shit growing from
because
it.
you know everything
Deadass.
that dies, something has to grow in its place.
Exactly.
So something crazy will happen.
That's crazy though.
But yeah, you can't be breathing in that air around there, and it's seeping into other towns too. That's the thing that they're afraid of. It's like, okay, we got
How to control this.
East Palestine's affected, but like what's going on? And it's crazy because the same dude on the podcast that I was listening to, he said a couple miles before the train reached where it blew up, people had sightings of it saying that there were like controlled flames that they seen though, like on the train coming off of it. So it's
So
like
that shit was already on fire.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Why
why
would
didn't
you
anyone
want-
do anything
Yeah.
to stop it?
Before.
Because
Yeah.
people were miles away. People were reporting this. Why are you still letting this train go?
Drive, yeah.
And it's
drive
like,
through.
I don't know. There's mad questions behind it, but I just thought that was a subject that needed to get.
Yeah, no, that really is, and that makes me think like as soon as you said that, like I also thought about what if this is something that was like purposefully done. You know what I mean? Because it definitely can be like.
You never know.
Like you said, if it was miles back there, like that it was on fire already, nobody stopped it. Like again, why did anybody let it continue? Like knowing what was going to happen, like so it's just like, did they do it on purpose or yeah? That just makes you question a lot. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in some lighter news,
It's fast.
what we got for word of the day?
Word of the day is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a quick one, but it's an important one. It is,
This for you, okay?
yeah, God damn, it's over here about to knock over the damn camera.
It's
Sure
like
though.
8:20. It's like,
You said 9 o'clock.
It is
You said-
8:30. Yeah,
you said
it's
9 o'clock.
8:26. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's a cat.
Oh, it's the cat. Is the cat gonna pay for the camera if he breaks it? No. Oh, okay. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, today's word is FIFO.
Whoa! Why are you being so aggressive?
That's why you get none. You get none. Kayla, you want some?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
I'm dead.
The lifesavers. Why do you have I just realized you have Chick-fil-A
Polynesian
sauce.
Just sitting on the table.
Mad random. Like right in front of the waiter. What you about to smoke the Polynesian sauce?
Fucking
You
screaming.
love that shit so much. I don't
Bro,
know
that is probably the best. Next time we gotta do sauces,
sauces.
condiments
The
from restaurants,
sauce
the
of
best flavors.
That's wasabi.
Are my sauces
You know-
gonna be on there?
Of course.
Oh yeah, chef
But you know
sauce is gonna be number
you
one.
know what's gonna win though? No bullshit. Wendy's barbecue sauce.
No.
That shit is golden. Next year,
No.
Golden Fever.
Yeah, Golden Fever.
That and Golden Fever neck and neck. Ayo.
That's not really a.
Ayo,
Neck and neck.
just because you asked for it.
Yeah, I wasn't really one.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm getting to the word of the day. Again, ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen.
so the word of the day.
FIFO, first in, first out, which is basically a method to use the older products before we use newer products. This helps if you have labels and you're labeling all your food, whether it's dry storage or stuff you put in the refrigerators. What the hell are you doing?
Nothing, bro.
What are you doing?
I'm doing is trying to eat my candy. She's wild right
just
now.
know that Drew is a fucking nut.
Jesus.
You be doing some nutty shit all the time, dude. I can't. I'm so sorry, Drew. Continue.
You are absolutely the worst.
Bro.
Yes, he is.
I did not do anything. She just started wilding, bro. I was
You don't
literally
want me
letting
to
you
tell
talk.
everybody what just happened.
You were literally here. Please take some, because you're gonna blame me.
They're
This
gonna-
is what he does.
they're gonna
Because
see
he
it
gets
in the
mad
video.
at me.
They're gonna
He
see
gets
it in
mad
the
at me
video.
and says, "Yo, you're always talking, but I'm talking." And I'm not talking, bro. I'm letting you talk, bro. She started wilding. It was her, bro. I swear.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see it in the video and just see something drop. Okay, anyway.
Alright.
Continue.
I'm not doing shit. Do you want some lifesaver gummies?
Just give me a goddamn license.
That's why I'm asking you. Like,
God damn.
Oh.
You're the lifesavers.
So FIFO.
No, yeah, FIFO. This helps it helps if you're labeling all your products, whether it's your new products or your old products. One good way is when you.
My abs hurt from laughing and working out.
One good way is if you put all of your newer products in back of your older ones. So if you have apples that you bought a week ago, place them ahead of the one you just bought yesterday, basically. Again, it's a simple one, but it's something that doesn't get used often. So that's FIFO.
Yes, it does, Tariq.
No, it doesn't. Not many people do it. Like, if you make a sauce.
I mean, your average consumer, I guess maybe not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because we're literally, when you go to the store, you don't pick the one in front.
Right? No,
you pick
I don't.
the one in the back.
Same. I literally look at the dates of everything.
I follow it in a professional setting, but in everyday life, no. Like you said, everyday consumer, no.
exactly.
Box of Frosted Flakes. Why not? Or am I touching the front box? Everybody touched the front box. I want the box behind it.
That ass. I mean, I feel like that's what everything. Like with dairy, like for example, say heavy cream. I use heavy cream a lot. But I'm gonna buy it. I always try and pick the one that's all the way in the back, where I look at the dates. The date that's like the last, like the longest one out.
Furthest away.
Yes, I'll grab that, because if I don't use it like right away, then I know I'm still gonna like have an extended shelf life on it. Like I don't need to use it right away. But depending, like for example, say if like whatever I'm making that week calls for 2 quarts of heavy cream, or say the recipe calls for 1 quart of heavy cream, but I want to get 2 just in case, I'll grab 1 quart that's like the closest date of it expiring, because I know I'm going to use that right away, and then I'll grab the older date as my backup, just because I'm just gonna keep it in the fridge. So
That part's fine, because I think everyone does that with like milks and stuff. Like,
yeah.
you try to get the ones that aren't about to expire. But like, I mean, but again, if you have like 2 milks in your house and you're about to like, you need milk, the one you should try to use the one that is about to not go bad, but the one that you already opened and stuff.
Right.
Instead of opening another one and then you have 2 of them just sitting there, now they're both just gonna go bad. You should you should use the one that's already open and then recycle that one and then use the next one. That's what basically FIFO is. It's using your products in the order that you're opening them to like help the process, basically.
Right.
But again, it's something easy and simple. Like we're saying, like we do this all the time, but it's every day. It's not things that happen. So
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
even something like I'm gonna start doing like while I'm in the cooking program, like, hey, let's label everything. Let's make sure we have tape on everything. Let's write dates so we know, hey, this is about to go bad. What's the date on it? Oh, all right, you can get rid of that because it's bad. But hey, I just bought this, but we still have some of that. We're using that first.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's FIFO.
Love it. Yeah. I feel like I like to use it a lot, just especially like with my homemade things.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I like to make like my own like salad dressings and stuff a lot at home, or like sauces. We were just talking about sauces. I do that. Even like the simple syrup that I made for today's drink. Like I threw a label on it because like, for example, say I'll use it throughout the week or whatever. The sugar content on it is so high that it'll probably last like a good 2 weeks or so. But that way I know what day I made it in case, you know, in a week and a half, 2 weeks, if I go to still use it, there's a little bit left in there. Actually, you know what? It's just simple syrup. Maybe I'll toss it and start fresh because I know what the date on it is.
Or at least if you have enough, have a good amount, and you're about to go make something, you're like, oh wait, I have some. It saves me time.
Exactly. I already have some. The date on it is still good. I can still use it. I don't need to make more. Type deal. Yeah, I like that. I thought that was pretty good. I feel like that's like one of the basic things that they teach us too. It's like one of the first things. It's just like, yeah, mise en place. What was the other one we went through? Mirepoix and FIFO. Yeah.
FIFO.
Yeah.
What is the temperature danger zone?
Yeah, temperature danger zone. Yeah, those are like the top 4.
Yeah.
For sure.
And washing your hands.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, that's just
Skip it.
that's just common. That's just common knowledge. If you ain't washing your hands.
I don't want that.
Nah, like
Don't give me
hygiene though, like clipping your nails and stuff.
Oh
you
yeah,
see a
like
lot of
making
people
sure
in
your
the
nails are
kitchen.
clean. Oh god,
Yeah.
Dirty ass nails, they know.
My nails are long now, but you see how clean they are? Like there's nothing underneath there at all. Like,
Real quick, off topic, craziest thing you've seen at CIA from another student.
oh god.
Go.
Fuck.
Rapid round. Our first ever rapid round.
There was so many crazy things. I can't remember. Like, there was this one girl who just used to do like, just things that didn't make sense. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, we were instructed to do it like X, Y, Z, and why would you do it Y, Z, X? You know what I mean? Like,
She wanted to do it her own way.
basically. But I don't know. Nothing.
I don't remember like any like hygienic stuff that I can recall being like crazy. The only thing I can really recall like off the top of my head is watching someone try to catch a knife and then like slicing their hand open.
Oh yeah, nah.
And I've seen that twice in my class.
Nastiest shit I seen was when we was in breakfast class. And there was this one girl who shall not be named, but she was making pulled eggs. So she had a bunch of cracked eggs in this Canberra and had to like do the mix.
With the
burr
blender.
mixer, yeah. So she does it and then sees a piece of shell at the very bottom of the Canberra and decides to roll up her sleeve with a band-aid on her hand
Oh no.
and no glove and put her whole entire arm into this Canberra just to get the little shell out.
Oh my god, bro.
I literally seen that shit, looked at everybody and said, don't eat the eggs.
Deadass.
And there was one girl who didn't listen to me, ate the eggs, and was sick for the next 3 days.
Oh no. That's nasty.
Oh God.
That's fucking nasty.
Anyway, but yeah, I was just wondering.
Like, I wouldn't even put that hand in, like, that I have a band-aid with. I'd put my good hand in. Like, or if I had no hands that were good, like, if both my hands had cuts on them, I'd ask somebody else to do it for me.
Not only did...
Or I would transfer Cambros, like, till the very end, you know what I mean, and dump out the little bit.
Because it's the dirty Band-Aid, the hand, the whole damn arm.
Right, the whole arm. Dead ass. Like, I remember when we were in high school, and we used to have to mix, like big ass batches of cookie dough in that big ass, that was like a 30 or like a 50 gallon mixer. Yeah, the big Hobart. And like, my chef would saran wrap our hands with like a bowl scraper. She would saran wrap our whole entire arm all the way up so that we could go in and scoop like, and make sure that like creaming method was being done correctly. Like make sure that everything was being incorporated. But like go to the extent of doing that, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
No, what I just thought of when you said, or she could have used her good hand was Scary Movie 2.
Use my strong hand.
And everyone with the pie was like, my turn. My turn. And he just said, my turn.
My turn. And just fucking. Do you guys remember what I sent y'all the other day on Instagram? It was a post. Do you remember?
What was it? Say it again?
It was a dildo that was strong hand.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. It was his hand.
That shit was horrible. It was like a dildo base, and then like the top of it was like strong hand's hand. That shit was so scary. I was like, oh my god. But it was like a dildo. Oh my god. Anyway. So that was the word of the day. Okay. FIFO sounds good. Guys, guess what? It's my turn. Yay!
I've never seen someone get so happy and giddy about like her like
What I have
intro.
to talk about?
No, just your intro.
Who played in the Super Bowl last year? I thought it was Brady and Chiefs.
No, that was 2 years ago. That was the first year my dad was like, try my chili. Last year was the Rams and
I finally
Bengals.
tried Steve's chili. It was ball.
Yo, Josh literally was like, he took one bite and was like, nah, who made this chili?
Dead
Nah,
ass though.
like,
That
Yeah,
shit was
shout out
bomb.
to Steve.
Yo,
Chili
like,
playing.
nah, get this chili away from me. Like, y'all need to can this or something.
No.
Yeah, more?
No, Josh took the rest of it. I was
I'm
like,
dead.
Josh, I'm like, he's
Boy,
like, nah, I'm just gonna take a little more. I'm gonna take it. Ooh, oh,
I'm
I'm like, Josh, just take it. Here, go home, have it. It's yours. He goes, really? Thank you, Tariq. Oh, I'm like, but he was telling me he was like, he doesn't like chili because like the beans in it don't be cooked all the way. So I was
That's true though. No, that is 100% true.
so he was like, I can't. He's like, I can count on my hands how many times I actually had chili. He was like, but this is really good.
I feel that.
I was just like, okay, Josh, take it with you. Go home.
Right.
Have it.
Be
Eat
happy.
it. Yeah, this is yours.
Right.
From us. Or from my dad.
I love that. You dogged all those lifesavers
Of
already?
course he did.
You're gonna get diabetes.
Yo, don't put that shit on him.
Stop eating all this damn
I
candy,
eat
bro.
Reiki.
That's high fructose corn syrup, bro.
Dropping my.
I don't care. You don't need those. You don't need those. High corn syrup and sugar are the number two. It goes corn syrup, sugar, water, modifying cornstarch, gelatin. Horrible. Horrible.
Bro,
Anyway,
you forgot to mention that strawberry, red raspberry, black
and those are
raspberry,
all artificial
white grape,
flavors.
and cherry berry.
Artificial flavors.
Bro,
It's
it's
just
not
fake.
artificial. You put
Like-
them all together and put them in a gummy. What are you talking about?
It's artificial.
Cherry berry, you take some cherries and you dust some berries together, bro. Mixed berries.
Have you ever actually seen a cherry berry?
They actually do have cherry berries.
Yeah.
Really?
Show me
They're
right
like
now.
miniature. Bro, I showed you the mini kiwis and all that last time. What you mean?
Show me a cherry berry. I want to see a cherry berry right now before I
got
get
you.
into my segment.
Yo, y'all be thinking I'm bullshitting. You know
Yeah,
I
let me
surf
see.
the internet all the time.
Yeah, let me see these cherry berries. Cherry berry. Oh, it's a cherry.
Told you.
A regular cherry.
But they're very smaller.
No. It's
Cherry
a regular
berries.
cherry. No.
See,
Go
Yeah,
up.
it's a cherry.
No, go up real quick.
It's cherry berries.
Cherries look like they might be berries. They are soft, sweet, and round, and about the same size as a strawberry.
See? Cherry
They're
That's a-
they're
it's a
just
cherry.
cherries.
It's a cherry.
It's a fruit. It's a pitted fruit. It's
It's a
not a
cherry.
berry.
berries. You think you can cross two fruits and make cherry berries?
I maybe like crossing like a cherry and a blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A raspberry?
You think you can actually do that?
A raspberry?
I don't
But
know.
can you do a pitted fruit versus a
A berry,
yeah?
a real berry.
Can you cross that?
So you just proved
Berry.
yourself, because you said a cherry is a pitted fruit, and then if you could do that with a regular berry. So okay, my
cherry
point
berries
exactly.
are real.
So anyway, today's topic, guys, I am just going to list a couple things that so with this new job, they do weekly recognition meetings, and the owner, or one of the agent partners, Brian. Oh, fuck you too, my guy. Like, he's talking about, he just Google searched cherry berries and it popped out like a wintergreen shrub. Like, that's the name of it. Cherry berries, wintergreen shrub. It's a fucking plant, bro.
Bro,
It's
and it
not-
has
can
cherries
you,
on
Can
it.
you eat that though?
Yes.
You'll
can
probably die. He's looking. Can you eat?
Yo, why is it in big
Yes.
letters? Yes.
Yes.
Damn the explanation. Yes.
Deadass.
That's hilarious.
But so they do these weekly recognition meetings, and it was awesome because the first part of it was like, it was just like him like speaking super motivationally, and I was like, this is awesome because he's like a life coach basically. But anyway, so he listed off 6 things to help build like your brand or your business, just yourself, right, and your person. And he got these from another podcast called the Maxwell Leadership Podcast. So make sure you guys check that out for just motivation and inspiration. But so number one is, it's what you learn after you learn it all that counts, and that basically goes hand in hand with something that we always preach about too, is just constantly learning, evolving, growing. It's like, Tariq, now you're teaching these high school kids, and even though for a lot of them, maybe it's a concept that they're new to, and, you've been doing this for so long, but they're learning something and you're learning something too, because you're learning something from them, right? So, that's what it's about, is just constantly being in this.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, me and the principal's assistant, like, we were talking, like, yesterday before, like, the class and stuff, and we were just like, yo, how, like, different, like, high school kids are, and, like, us not realizing that's how we were too, or, like, that's how, like, our friends or our peers were when we were going there. I'm like when I was like I'm like, yo, I was a good kid, like, I didn't do much, but, like, looking back, I'm like, dang, these kids literally are what, like, my friends were doing and stuff like that.
Like, you don't realize how much shit you did until you look back on it and realize how much shit you did. Because I thought I was good too, but I know damn well there was times where I was doing some shit I probably wasn't supposed to. I mean, that one time I almost ripped that teacher's head off. But anyway, spirituality. So, yeah. No, I feel you, Tariq. Like, just looking back, it makes you realize. So, yeah, it's what you learn after you learn it all that counts, is number one. Number two, don't let anyone steal your dream.
Facts.
That's a good one.
Right?
Facts. There's mad dream stealers out here. Mad dream stealers.
Right?
Continue to be dream chasers.
Literally, like, this is something I was like, hell yeah, if it's something that you're really passionate about, that you really enjoy to do, that you feel deep down like you are meant to do it. Don't let anybody tell you different. There's always going to be people that doubt you. There's always going to be people that talk shit, that have something to say. There's, like, it could be your closest family members. Like, there's been a bajillion times where I've tried to do things, and, like, some of my family members are like, oh, but, like, what if this, and the third? I'm like, all right, and so what? I will conquer it if it gets to that point, but I will never know if I don't try. And I feel like that's really the most important point about this point, is just putting your all into it. And, like, again, if you feel like if it's something that makes you happy, why would you hesitate from doing it? Like, why are you gonna cut yourself short if, like, in the long run it's gonna be everything that you wanted, but you'll never know if you don't try and if you don't get there. So that's number two. Don't let anyone steal your dream. And make sure, like, and just like with this past job that I just got, like, I didn't say shit to anyone, barely. I mean, I didn't mention it on the podcast. These guys know about it, but really just, like, very briefly. I didn't go too much into it because I wanted it to be something personal. I wanted to actually go through with it first before I shared it with the world. And I feel like that's a huge part of it. Nowadays with social media, people like to post everything. And it ruins everything. Deadass. Like, somebody will post, oh, I'm doing this, that, and the third, and then it falls through. Why? Because you got mad evil eyes on you. Like, there's people out there that don't want to see you succeed, that are hating, you know what I mean, that just don't want you to do good, so that energy is going to fall back on you if you let it. Like, that's just what it is. So, that's number two. Don't let anyone steal your dream. Number three, you can spend life any way you want, but remember that it's only one.
Facts.
We only get one life. So it's just like, literally, you only live once. That's the motto, nigga. YOLO.
Every day. Like, saying another day.
Just like that. No, but like Drake said, YOLO for real. Like, that's something that, within the last 2 years, like, ever since my father passed away, like, I've really just been to myself a lot and trying to understand and, like, just wrap my head around what life really is and what I spend my time on, because that's one thing that I'm never getting back. I am already wealthy with everything. I mean, just like as soon as I was born, I was wealthy with the air that I was breathing and all my organs being able to function. Like I was just, put in this position where I have it all, basically. Even if I don't and I struggle sometimes, mentally, emotionally, physically, externally.
You are
like,
spiritually rich.
Yeah. Thank you. That was like the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I was waiting for him to say something else to ruin it.
No, but yeah, I mean, again, it's only one life that we get, and it's really just understanding like what you're doing, who you're spending your time with. Like they say, it's that famous like quote. It's like you are who's around you, or like who you spend your time with, right? Because that's so true. Like you were saying, Tariq, in high school, like you might not have thought about the friends that you were around. Like those were the people that influenced you. You know what I mean? To like be who you are now. And it continues to be like that your whole entire life.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I knew he was about to say that. Yeah, I knew he was about to say that.
I didn't do it.
He said, nah.
I didn't do anything in high school. I sat in the house and played video games.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You surrounded yourself with yourself and look at where you are now. That is why you are doing the things that you are doing, and that sets you apart from everybody else who just talks about what they want to do and doesn't fucking put it into action. That's what makes you different, Tariq. That's what makes you different.
She preaching today. What's in your drink?
Yes.
What you put in there?
That's them
creatine?
No, but like I said, like, I don't know, getting this new job has really just motivated me very much to, like, taking control of my life. Like, I feel like that's something that, just structure is very important, and being able to, like, show yourself, present yourself, like, show up on time, be yourself, etc., you know what I mean, and just do what you need to do to get to that next level. Because, again, it could be all talk, no action. Like, that's what the majority of the people do. Like, spend their life doing that. Nothing. So, that was number 3. Number 4, success lies in forming the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do.
Say that one more time.
Success lies in forming the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Mm-hmm. Just fucking do it. Like Nike. Nike, you should sponsor us. Just fucking do it.
The most craziest, it's a snippet, but like the most craziest quote that is very inspiring that I always look at and sometimes pops up randomly on Twitter and shit is A$AP Rocky, and they were interviewing him and they asked him to do like, what inspiring things do you have to say to your like fans and stuff, and he was like, since when was it never cool to try? Like
deadass.
Like just try it. Like,
deadass.
just go for that shit.
Exactly.
Like, don't let nobody stop you. Like, and if you fail, you fail. You learn from that shit, and then you try again. You try another way, but you never give up, and you always have to try, especially if it gets you out of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
And getting out of your comfort zone is actually very, very good for you, and it may not feel good, but once you start getting used to that shit, you feel like
invincible.
You open up another part of you that is
you're invincible.
Yeah.
You can literally do anything that you want to do, even if you don't know it, because that's what it is. And that goes hand in hand with literally the last one that I just said and this one, where, success lies in forming the habits of things that failures don't like to do. Anybody that fails is not going to do something again. Mm-hmm. Or they're going to be afraid of trying something new, trying a new way, trying to reach out to somebody else to help them. No, you know what I mean? Success is going to lie in overcoming all of those obstacles and pushing yourself to a limit where you're uncomfortable with what you have to do, but you're still doing it and you're learning from it and you're growing as a person, and that's just what's going to help get you to that next level. Like, that's what it is. Tariq, there's been plenty of times where you've done things that, teaching these kids. Like, this is a perfect example of all of this, you know what I mean? Because it's shown something that you never thought in, like, years previous, you never would have thought like, when we were in high school, you probably would have never thought that you would be in a high school again teaching kids.
Literally. I always say Chef P and Chef Santos are, like, the biggest influences on why I continued my career, and it's like, now I'm in their role.
Literally.
Trying to help kids find their career.
Mm-hmm.
Whether these kids take it or not, they're freshmen, but whether they want to continue to cook after this program,
mm-hmm.
it's what I can leave with them.
Again, it's a basic life skill.
It's
it's benefiting them in one way or another, regardless.
Exactly.
Saving lives.
It's
Right.
me giving them recipes like, hey, you can do this at home. Me
Right.
showing them something. Here's a tip. Here's this. Here's that. Like, it's something that I'm doing to if it sticks with them, it sticks. If it doesn't, hey, at least they if they hear it somewhere else, I'm like, oh snap, I knew that.
Yeah.
I had a chef that, so it's
Dude, exactly. I love that. Number 5.
What's up, Drew?
I was gonna say, why are you smiling at me like that? But never mind.
Because I'm waiting until you ask the kids what Riz is.
I'm not gonna ask the
And
kids
Oh
what
my
Riz
God.
are.
If they got any.
I'm not gonna ask them that
Why?
because I have
Be like, yo, my friend, Chef Drewski, has a question for you guys.
because I have
Why don't you
45
show up
minutes.
to yourself and ask them that?
Tariq, how long is it gonna take you to ask them about Riz?
Bro, I'm just starting out. I gotta learn how to do time management with these dishes and with these kids. You think I have time to ask them what Riz is? It's gonna take up the whole class. Now I didn't get through my lesson plan for the day.
Deadass, that'll be a whole topic, bro, for the day.
And now it's gonna be
The
like,
whole TED talk with them.
Thanks.
now these kids are gonna be like, Chef, you got Riz? You got Riz? Yeah, you got. No, we're not doing that right now. Let's try to get through this, okay?
You gonna get through the first half and then do it?
No.
You're not gonna ask them at all?
No, I'm not gonna ask them that.
Right.
If you come up, maybe you can ask them.
I guess I gotta show up.
Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
have to show up then. Alright, number 5. What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. You like that? Did you even hear what I said?
No, I did. What lies
You were not
behind
paying
us?
attention to me.
Say it one more time.
Yo, I love busting his ball.
Say it one more time.
So, what lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us.
That's deep.
Right,
Can you explain it?
of course. Basically, our life is going to continue in anyway, you know what I mean? Like, whatever happens, time is still going to move forward. The things that have happened in our past are in the past. They teach us lessons and they shape us to be the people that we are. The things that we have looking forward are things that we look forward to, that we aspire, that we're working hard towards. But at the end of the day, neither the things that are in the past that are gone and done already, or the things that are in the future that we can't control and have a grip over matter, besides what is within us and what we can control in the moment in regards to how we move on a daily basis, what we surround ourselves with, what we consume. And I don't mean just food, I mean social media, what we listen to, the people we hang around. All of those things, the things that make us, inside of us, unique, is what matters. That's what's either going to take you to that next level or hold you back. And that's basically that.
I like
Yeah,
that one. I
yeah,
think that's
right.
a good
It's I feel like it's super important because, and a lot of times, like, and I mean, I'm a victim to this all the time where, you know, I have all these goals and aspirations and dreams, and at the end of the day, I can have a plan for a year out, 5 years out, 10 years out, but if I don't know who I am right here and in the present, I will never be able to get to that point because I'm always gonna be, you know, basically in limbo. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know, like I think in religion, like in Catholicism,
it's not heaven or hell.
like,
It's
it's
what is it called?
purgatory, I believe.
Purgatory.
That's kind of how I like envision life, sort of. You know, where it's like you need to make these decisions now.
Fucking waiting room.
Yeah, deadass. You need to make these. You need to know exactly like who you are and what you're doing now, so that you can see the benefits of that in the future. And then if you think about it, that's gonna be time that's passed. You know what I mean? So that's just time behind you at that point. So that was number 5, and then number 6 and the last one. Your greatest achievements are those that benefit others. And I have always said this, I've always lived behind this, like everything that I do for the people that I love and that that care about me and that support me, and you know, I do everything with love. Like, I have good intention with everything that I do. Like, I want to be able to help and uplift people that may be struggling sometimes, because I've been in positions where I've struggled and I've had people around me to help and support me, you know what I mean? So like, why would I not want to give that back? Like, that's what life is about. Life is about working together in combination with each other to be able to get to a common goal. And what is that common goal? Being happy. No matter like what you have around you. It's just about, again, being loved and feeling that. So, and I think, you know, it feels awesome. And again, Tariq, I'm going to go back to you teaching these high school kids. It's like, you're literally benefiting these kids, teaching them, and that feels awesome. Like, I can only imagine how you feel after every single class, like teaching them, going through your things, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I taught these kids, like, I did so good on this today. Like, I know that then in the future, like maybe even if they don't pursue this as a career, they have these life skills behind them and they can teach others. Or they can help their family members with it, etc. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Literally.
Especially if he teaches them about Riz. They could go home and teach their family members.
Oh my. Like you just ruined my whole TED Talk.
No, I'm fine.
What does it matter for you, yo? You're off the rocker today.
But yeah, so that was number 6. Your greatest achievements are those that benefit others.
Nah, that is true though, because I feel like a lot of people that are like great in life, they always, even though if they don't intentionally do it, they always leave behind a legacy, and that legacy does help some people. For example, I mean, like fucking sports, you can see Michael Jordan set the path for all these other greats that are behind him. LeBron James, I know, studied the hell out of Jordan. Kobe studied the hell out of Jordan. Like, they both did that, and they both benefited seeing his work and knowing what he accomplished, and they wanted that, but then more, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know what that did for them, maybe created a sort of motivation that got them to become the people that they are today, but I feel like regardless of what legacy you live, it's always going to benefit another person.
That's what I was gonna say, like, the example I can use for that is sports. Like, just getting drafted to NBA and NFL, you change your family's fortune in their lives, especially when you come from nothing. Like, you get drafted first round, your check is huge, no matter how much it is. Now you can change, you can pay for your brother's college tuition, you can buy your mom a house, you can buy your dad a car. Like, these are things that like happen every day with professional athletes. And even you said like with Michael Jordan, was arguably the best basketball player ever. So many people after him have literally taken his game and tried to do it. Kobe literally said it in the Last Dance documentary. He was like, I don't care about that conversation with me and MJ, because everything I did was what MJ did. He studied every single thing he did and put it in his game. And everybody now who loves Kobe, who's a Kobe fan, studies what Kobe Bryant does. And we talk about the Mamba mentality. Who is that? That's Kobe Bryant. His achievements. That's what we want. Like, that's what I think about when you say like your greatest achievements benefits others, basically.
Yeah. Literally, yeah. And even more than that, like, when you do something for another person, it automatically makes them feel good, and it makes you feel good. Why would you not continuously want to do that? Like, why would you not want to continuously help other people feel good, and in turn you automatically feel good about that, so you could wake up the next day and keep doing it. That's just spreading love, I feel. So that
was a good one, Keyla.
Yeah,
I like that one.
That was my six things to help build your brand or your business or just yourself, and just become more in tune with your spiritual self.
Nice. Hit that button. I like that one.
Yeah, let's get it, y'all. Awesome. All right, well, let's finish it off with today's topic, shall we?
Yes.
Shall we?
Today's topic is, should children be allowed in restaurants? There's a restaurant called Nettie's House of Spaghetti in Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
Nettie's Spaghetti.
Yeah. And
they just sound nutty off.
And yo, facts, that's what I'm saying.
in the article, it basically says, in 2020 when everything was shut down, when they started to open back up, they didn't, allow children because of the pandemic, and now they're basically doing the same thing. Some of the things I read was, they can't find like the high rocking chairs for babies, or just kids running around or making noise, or just not paying attention, or parents not paying attention to their children and stuff like that. Which is honestly, that's why I brought it up to you guys, because I was like, this is something that we've seen while we were in the kitchens and
Right.
as guest customers ourselves of restaurants. And this is like
spaghetti.
this is the like
There's spaghetti being thrown on the walls. I wonder
Yeah.
who they learned that from.
alright. Don't back her up. Don't back her up.
She's switching sides to them.
She is.
Hey, always gotta go back and forth. Never let them know your next move.
I'm dead.
We know your
That
next
should be
move.
number 7. Never let them know your next move.
We know your move. You hop on my side, and then when Drew says something, yeah. All right.
I love both you guys.
One part says,
Dead.
oh, the greatest, like, the one thing that we always see, like, on menus is for kids, like, pasta and spaghetti sauce, or chicken tenders and fries, but in the back of house, we see it's like, and you have this, like, crazy menu you're preparing every night, day in and day out, and then you get a kid and they're like, can we get some chicken tenders for them? What do you mean? So, it's a crazy thing. This is like the first one that's done that so far.
The first restaurant that's
yes,
like
done-
banned kids.
Yeah. So I mean, I want to throw it to y'all. What are your thoughts on banning kids, and would you do it?
Well, I feel like I have mixed emotions on this because I mean I am not a mother. I don't have children. But I feel like if I was a mother, I would be almost like offended at the fact that I can't bring my kid in. Because not every kid is equal. Not every kid is bad as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, kids are kids, duh. But like, their manners are definitely like in part of like what their parents teach them. But at the same time, I understand from like an entrepreneur restaurant owner position, especially if there's things like supplies, like necessary supplies that you can't get to be able to accommodate these kids. If you can't get high chairs for toddlers, there's gonna be no kids in my restaurant if I can't find no high tops. Like, that's it. Like, that ass. Because I'm not going to have these little kids running around, or their safety. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's something else that's really important. But then at the same time, like, it just, I guess, depending on the type of establishment as well, is kind of like a fine line for me with that. Because, like, if it's a fine dining restaurant, if it's, like you know, like an older crowd, like, the food is, like, just, like crazy, like it's like fine dining, like kids may, I don't know. See, I don't know.
Yeah, so I found that exact quote that it says basically. Quote, it says, between noise levels, lack of space for high chairs. So it wasn't that they couldn't find it, but it's just the spacing in the restaurant. Cleaning up crazy messes and the liability of kids running around the restaurant. We have decided that it takes time to control the situation, unquote, basically.
Okay.
My opinion on it is, if you don't have the setting or spacing for it, I understand
the capacity.
it.
Yeah, if you
I
don't have the
understand
capacity, yeah.
I don't condone banning kids from a restaurant. I don't say because they're kids, but like, I can understand the basis of you not having the space or the capacity, like we just said, of it. You need to have a reasoning. That's all I'm saying. You can't just say, hey, they kids, they can't go in there.
Right.
But then again, yeah, I was about to bring up something, but that's gonna totally open up a whole nother box. And that,
What is it?
What
is it?
I was gonna say some shit about Chuck E. Cheese and how you can't go up in there without a kid. You can't just walk up into Chuck E. Cheese just by yourself. You know what I mean? you have to have a child with you.
Yeah, let's leave that alone.
You feel me? So
Yes.
it's like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna ban?
Adults, yes. I guess.
Basically,
So
have
if Chuck E.
kids
Cheese,
only.
so because Chuck E.
Someone
Cheese
has to
banned
make the
adults.
An adult
True.
needs
An
to
adult
make
does
the
need
pizza.
to make the pizza. But I don't know. It's just I get it
It's
too. Like I get it, but at the same time, like would I do that as a business owner? I don't know. Like at that point, I will
I feel like you're losing customers.
exactly. I
'Cause,
feel like
yeah,
at that point
especially
I
if
would
you're a
rebrand myself.
family-friendly restaurant.
That was my
Your
point
commercial,
exactly.
like-
I would rebrand myself because a restaurant like you don't really see kids like young kids running around at a fine dining establishment in comparison to a family restaurant like
Chili's.
Nellie's spaghetti. Like I'm thinking like these big ass bowls of spaghetti and there's noodles and it's just like classic food, right? Like of course
Yeah,
it's gonna be
Sundays for dessert.
yeah, like family friendly, family oriented. So like in that type of setting, it'd be kind of like I don't know, odd to
Yeah.
ban kids. I mean, off rip, their website looks a little
They're
more
trying to just be too much. What is
upscale.
that? A $27 what?
Yeah, pasta, fresh pasta,
Spinach tortellini.
spinach fettuccine,
Oh, it's,
Spinach,
it's
fresh
fresh
pasta.
That's why.
fresh pasta.
pasta.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. No, that's pretty reasonable.
No, I mean,
the prices they're not bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, nah.
The
I
the
just
menu
think you
looks
should
really
change your
refined and
name because
everything.
Nettie's Spaghetti sounds like a child like family
It's
The
fun.
family oriented restaurant. Yeah. What do you think, Tariq?
I'm on the fence, just like how you guys. So, in the sense of where it says the noise and not being the liability of kids running around your restaurants, I understand that completely. The one thing my dad did is we never went out to restaurants when we were kids. Like my dad didn't take us out. One thing, and I really appreciate and commend him on, he taught us proper table etiquette from a young age. Like, he didn't really get into that with Olivia when she was coming up, because at that point it's like, we're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun. We're older now. But what
Yeah,
me
she's
and my
gonna
brother,
learn from you from just watching.
we're gonna
you
watch.
guys.
She's gonna watch us, and she's gonna do what we do.
Mhm.
And she's fine at restaurants, honestly. But where he literally taught us like, yo, don't put your elbow on your table, don't be screaming, don't do this. So even like when we did get the chance to go out, we weren't bad kids.
Mhm.
So where you do see, when you are in a restaurant, you hear babies screaming, or you hear just
Oh
kids
my God.
banging on tables or making a mess everywhere. It's
Yeah.
I get that completely. It's like I don't want my service dealing with that. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
And even in the back of house, like their menu looks pretty good.
Yes.
This isn't a menu and then they have
It's
to.
not a kid friendly.
It's not a
But like I'm saying, it's the name that's
It's
misleading.
the name is kind of misleading the way it's like it sounds like the mom and pop hole in the wall restaurant instead of like a a nice looking restaurant.
With like clown themes. Clowns around in the rest, like pictures of clowns.
Oh
That's
my
all
God,
I see.
that's
so
Big ass
scary,
bowls of
bro.
spaghetti though.
Yeah.
That's hella scary.
Welcome to Nettie's Spaghetti.
Imagine
Yeah.
clowns staring down at you as
Yeah.
you're trying to dog this bowl
Open
of
since
spaghetti.
1952.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm good. Man.
But
I'm good, Nitty.
even going back to the menu, it's a nice menu. So now they gotta order chicken tenders. They're gonna have pasta cooked and have just regular cans of pasta sauce for kids or mac and cheese and other stuff. So I do understand the hassle in that because I've seen it and we've had to do it ourselves. Now, on the other hand of if you are a parent and you want to go to this place with your kids, it kind of sucks because it's
I can understand an age
Right.
restriction, but no kids.
That's what I was gonna
What are
say.
we? What
age
are we saying?
restriction?
What's the
Yeah.
age limit, bro? Like you're telling me, I gotta wait till my kid's 13 to bring them in.
no
here? Like
10.
oh,
I would say maybe 10.
what's Nettie's is what.
Oh,
I'm
did
asking.
they
don't have it.
specify?
No.
They're just
That's what
banning
I'm
kids,
saying.
period.
No, so-
like anybody under 18 cannot
So
go
when
to
they
this restaurant.
when they opened in 2018, kids were allowed and stuff like that. It was fine. 2020 when the pandemic, they kind of was like, all right, no kids and stuff. And then now, obviously, it's fully completely open, and it's like it's too much for them. They're like, we can't handle that. And this ban goes into play March 8th, so in about 2 weeks or so.
Damn, yeah. As if I was a parent, I'd probably be pissed.
And from what it says, there's a lot of
like
people.
I wanna, as a professional, like I wanna bring my kids everywhere. Like I want to bring them to restaurants to be able to teach them proper table etiquette. Like obviously I'm gonna teach them at my house, but I wanna like bring them into real life scenarios because again, going back to what I was just talking about, if you don't fucking do it, then you're not gonna learn like from it, and that's just that. Like, but again, I feel like. Again, it is a tough situation because I mean, the menu has wine on it. They have cocktails. There's glass and like everywhere on the tables. Like it liability wise, I understand. Yeah. I don't know if I would 100% like put a ban on children, but I might do something like an age restriction, or I'd probably do that in combination with like a warning, you know what I mean? Like making sure that just like how restaurants require you sometimes to like your clothes, like you can't wear like basketball caps or have jeans or whatever, like do the same like with your etiquette. Like if you're coming to dine with us, make sure like your etiquette is on point, like
honestly, I think this really falls on the parents.
Yeah.
Like
at the end of the day,
if you can't handle your children,
kids, don't
you
expect
shouldn't
to bring
come
them out.
You
That's
shouldn't
like bringing kids to the movies. Like.
Exactly.
Y'all know they're not gonna sit still in the dark. Why would you bring them?
Exactly, and I mean this is why I said like.
Unless it's a kids movie and they're engaged.
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
Like this one, like when I said like my dad like didn't take us out when we were younger, but he taught us this, so when we do go out, we understand, we know what we're doing. Like that's what as parents, this is what we should. I don't have a kid, so I'm not saying I as in we, but like this is what should be in place where we're teaching our kids, hey, when we go out, this is what we do, this is what we don't do. We don't run around the restaurant. We don't ask 1,000 questions. That doesn't help the servers. We're being nice. We're using our manners. Like these are things we teach Bella. We're trying to teach Bella. Like when we take her out, it's like to like Uno's or like Cheesecake Factory or like Spumoni's. Like
yeah, I was gonna say I think the last time I went to Applebee's, there was a table behind me and the kids were literally rolling on the floor. Like screaming behind me. I was like, bro, I'm trying to eat my like 3 cheese penne pasta right now, and these damn ribs like real quick because I'm starving. Like,
exactly.
I can't even fucking kids rolling around and like fucking. That's just nasty though. Like then their mom was like right there, mind you, like this like Dominican lady, and like she's just letting her kid roll on the floor like it's fucking nasty.
Bro, me and Kiana were out at Braintree yesterday, and we were in the food court, and we were sitting down eating, and there was this kid rolling on the ground.
Oh my god!
I said, "Look at him," and she turns around, and I was like, "That all on that dirty ass floor."
Dead ass. It's just so nasty.
In the mall food court.
Right. Exactly.
All the people stepping.
Fucking Applebee's is a carpet. Oh.
Exactly.
Nasty. Is
even dirtier. Even dirtier.
Worse.
And even in places like that, it's like, bro, I don't want to see your kid on the floor or throwing a temper tantrum because he can't get no more juice before his meal comes. Like, I don't want to see that. So I understand that if you try to take them to a nice looking restaurant and they're doing that, it's a pain.
Yeah.
So it's not the kid's fault because they're kids. They're learning. They don't know what's going on like that all the time. This is on the parents to teach them. Teach your kids proper etiquette. Teach them manners. Teach them the do's and don'ts of when we go out to restaurants. So then these aren't things that restaurants are doing. They're not banning kids from coming to their establishments. So now they're going to make the money. They don't have to worry about the cost of the food for kids. And everything else will go smoothly.
I don't know. I feel like it's still like even if you go and no kids, like, if you go for kids, yeah, you're gonna deal with all those consequences of having like a kid's menu and spending all that extra money on all the other stuff. But then again, I feel like if you go against having kids, you also lose that aspect of that crowd you can bring in that is family friendly. You know what I mean? Like, and that's money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either you say you spend more money or you say no to money. You know what I mean? It's
there's like
give
no
or
in
take.
between.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know what I would want to do.
We were talking about that today, Red Robin at work.
Red Robin sucks.
Red Robin's fucking fire.
No, it's not.
I've never had Red Robin.
Red
Robin, yum.
That might be the next one we have to do is actually like chains and like do the Applebee's and the Red Robins and stuff like that.
Applebee's. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Applebee's.
Chili's.
Chili's is my favorite.
I went to Chili's
It's
the other
the
day.
same
I had.
No, it's not.
It is-
Chili's
it
is
is
so
basically the same
fucking
thing.
good.
I had no.
They do not have Southwestern egg rolls at Chili's. You cannot. I mean, at Applebee's.
They had this like salmon. It was at Chili's. I had this salmon the other day. It was with like jasmine rice. It had like steamed garlic
Shit,
broccoli, and it had like a mango like salsa on top. That shit was fire. It was like a teriyaki type glaze, like salmon. Oh my god.
You can get that
I mean, like, I was
Applebee's.
also starving, so like it was like
Anything
the first
tasted
thing I
good,
ate
yeah.
that day. But that shit was busting. I feel like I don't go to Chili. I don't really go to either one that often, but for example, I went to Applebee's not too long ago too, and it's like the same thing on their menu. But I went to Chili's and it was like a little different. So I was like, okay, I can fuck with this.
I love Chili's though.
I don't know.
No, Red Robins suck though.
No, they're
Yeah,
bomb.
it's
So I never had it.
it's
Their Bomb Black
absolutely
Burger is good. They got
trash.
some good ribs. You would love.
Their burgers
You love
suck.
to fuck up a rack of ribs.
No.
I want some ribs now.
See,
Now I want
Kayla
to
is
fuck
literally
up
the
a rack
one you
of
take
ribs.
to fucking Texas Roadhouse and just be like,
Here.
just
Go
get her
ahead.
the biggest rack.
I've never been. Give me the biggest rack.
I meant like, hey, yo, just give me the biggest rib rack you got.
I've never been to Texas Roadhouse.
They're
But they have that
fucking
bread, right? That
With the
is it
cinnamon,
brown
cinnamon,
bread
yeah,
with the
yeah.
cinnamon butter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with cinnamon butter or something like that. No, I've definitely made that bread recipe before though. I saw it before. It was like a copycat recipe on Pinterest. So I was like, oh, I want to make this, and I made it, and it was fucking good.
Shit
Yeah.
is delish.
Yeah.
More
Alright, guys.
bread.
So going back on if you do have a child-free restaurant, what is the age limit of the children?
I mean, at that point, I would just make it in basically like an adult only. So if I'm serving alcohol, or even I'd probably say like 18. Like, at that point.
Wait, you said that we can bring kids?
Yeah.
12 and up.
It's a child-free restaurant.
Well, so not child-free, but like a restaurant.
Child-restricted restaurant.
Child-restricted.
Yeah, probably 12 or 13.
12 and up.
I would probably say 10.
Nah. 12 and up.
Because what?
Actually,
10's like,
10,
10's
maybe.
like
10,
15.
we knew how to act by
Yeah,
by
for
the
10.
time we were 10.
Yeah, because I was thinking about my little sister, and when I first was matched with her, she was 10. And, like, she was still, like, a little skittish, a little shy and stuff, but, like, she's, like,
Came out of her shell.
yeah, grown through that the last 2 years that I've been with her. And, like, we've gone out to restaurants since the get-go. Like, that was obviously, that's my thing. Our
That's where
thing.
you ate at Chili's?
No, we didn't eat at Chili's. I took her to fucking Palo. We've gone to Palo twice in, like, 2 years in a row.
She does
It's,
it.
like, our favorite
How often do you
tapas
see her?
restaurant. Once a month, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we've gone for the past 2 years to celebrate our birthdays, and she absolutely loved it. Like, I'm grateful that she's a good kid, and she just turned 12, so, or 11,
Okay.
12. Yeah. I love you, Janaya. She's probably listening. She's probably not listening. She probably will one day. but yeah, guys. So that's the episode for today. That was pretty good.
It was.
What did you guys think of the episode? Yeah,
I thought it was good.
I thought so too.
Time
Y'all-
to waste.
Besides Andrew eating his damn lightsaber gun, he's I'm trying
Deadass.
to explain FIFO.
Jesus
Dead
Christ.
ass.
Anyway.
All that sugar. Anyway, Drew, where can
Like,
they
he's
find
saying,
you?
like, he ain't have a handful. Like, what is he talking
Oh, after the fact.
Anyway.
After the fight.
You can find me on IG at I love you Drew. I_love you Drew. You can also find me at Second Human. And yeah, that's it.
Tariq. Where can they find you?
Jesus Christ, Drew.
What?
You need more activities.
I do.
You gonna get that soon.
Yeah.
I know. I got the shit coming.
Definitely.
You guys can find me at ChefTariq.co on Instagram and TikTok. Chef Tariq 401 on Facebook. Chef Tariq on YouTube. ChefTariqCompany.com. That is my website. You guys can purchase my cookbook, Mix It Up with Chef Tariq Volume 1. Our merch is on there. We have sauces on there, meal preps, catering.
Okay.
And then, of course, on the Mixing Pot podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes, and YouTube. And we will be going on Twitch in the next few weeks. We'll give it that few weeks to a month. We'll be going on Twitch, so make sure you guys find us on there as well. We'll be live streaming on Wednesdays and be up on YouTube like normal on Fridays. And make sure you guys are leaving, liking it, subscribing, commenting, sharing with your friends, letting the people know. It's gonna help with the algorithms out. It's gonna help us reach more people. So, there you go. And you can find me Mondays and Tuesdays at the Bronxwood Prep Academy with my cooking teams.
Yes, Tariq. Okay, talk your shit. You know what? You deserve an applause for that, Tariq.
Chef Ricky.
Talk your shit, Tariq. You have the longest outro out of all of us.
We got a lot of things going on.
You do have. I'm so proud of you, Tariq.
We planning things. We got things. We
got
pop-ups.
things done.
We got pop-ups we gotta try to plan. We got Battle of the Chefs we gotta plan.
Yes.
We got summer events. I got a few gigs that's gonna be coming up.
Things coming up. Things
we
hurrying
have a lot
up.
of things that's gonna be going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be starting to have guests on here soon. So
love it.
Just continue to support and continue to listen and watch. So.
Yes, y'all. Well, you guys can find me, of course, here on the Mixing Pot Podcast every Friday at 10 a.m. Y'all can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at Keyla. That's ZOE_KEYLA. That's my personal Instagram and TikTok. Well, TikTok is kind of like a combo between personal and business. So, but Instagram, my business Instagram is at Liquid Gold. That's at LQD_GLD. And again, you guys can find us here every week. We're going to be bringing a lot of guests on soon. We'll be posting some more filler content really soon, so make sure you guys are checking that out. Like I mentioned earlier, our drinks are going to be up there, some personal stories, vlogs whenever we go out and we're doing crazy shit together, because obviously it's not just us here for the show. This is real life for us. But yeah, I'm super excited that we have another episode in the books. This is episode 9?
10.
No, episode 10. I love that. Let's get it, guys. Well, hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do all of that, share with your friends, and stay tuned till next week. Peace, y'all.
Hit that outro.
Really, yeah. What you doing?
There we go.
Hey.